evening and welcome to AliBaba Seriously. Well, I'm not wearing the traditional purple. I'm dressed in black. We have a situation in our hand in our country, and we have a candle burning in memory of the people who we have lost. Well, it is that we're at a point in our country where we need to begin to check out whether we should remain as one. And the things that are tearing us apart are things that can be sorted out. And so, but it doesn't require loss of lives. For every life that is lost in this country, it is one production line down. And so we need to begin to work towards making sure that, that lives are protected, lives are respected, and the things that bind us together are just more than the name Nigeria. So we should respect one another and live together as one. That said, I want to say, MC Prince.
1 minute silence. 1 minute silence.
Is that how to do 1 minute silence?
All right, we're back. May the gentle souls of the departed rest in peace.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. From there, now that we've rested that, we have a bumper package for you today. But this candle will be on and will be burning all through the show, and it will represent our concern while we do every other thing that we do. Okay. Big one. Our girls trashed South Africa.
The Falconites. They tried.
Falcons, not Falconites.
They've grown. They've been playing together for how long now? They're not the Falcons I used to know. Falcon is small female eagle. Falconite is like main housewife. You understand? She's the one in charge of other wives of the eagle. That's falconers.
We'll go on a break, and when we come back, we'll sort out this Falcon and Falconite.
AliBaba's January 1st concert, produced by Bumi Davis.
To review the year, we have AliBaba, Dan the Humorous, and Kofi. They'll be reviewing the year for us. I'll start with Dan the Humorous. Please give him a round of applause. Dan the Humorous.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year. What that guy for back? Tunde Aluko. I hope my materials are ready. I've been asked to talk about Dino Melaye. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, people like Dino come only one in a full generation. People like Dino, they are like fella. Till your children, you will not see another. How many of you remember that God has transformed that man? The first time all of us know him. Now when he fight for House of Reps, where the NTA in white agbada. And all of you remember the kind of shimi he was wearing. As far as I'm concerned, that is Hing's singlet. Something that happened 2007 or 8, he was wearing 1996 singlet. But today you see Dino wearing Versace, wearing Voti, you know that the Lord has transformed his life. Dino is a unique man. A man who graduated from university, now vice chancellor can't defend the result, whereas department know they are aware. Dino Melaye, a man of such a way, as you always say, that graduated 2-2, did masters, no PGD in between. A man that did NYSC with no uniform. Ladies and gentlemen, the one that is making me fear about him is when they say, hey, Dino no go school, Dino no go school. to clear and to prove the point, he wear graduation gown, come work. My fear is in 2018, may nobody accuse Dino say no sabi swim. Because with the kind picture where we dey see, if he wears swimming trunk come red chamber, that will be the end.
AliBaba's January 1st concert, produced by Bumi Davis. AliBaba's January 1st concert, produced by Bumi Davis.
Next, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite the man called Kofi.
My father passed away last year, and since his demise, he has never for once appeared to me in my dream until 2 days ago. Kofi, 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 Emelo Mokbeo. I took time to answer him because when we buried him with a tunic. But he was dressed in a 3-piece suit and a bow tie. I don't know where he went shopping in heaven. And I said, emeta, translating to 3 times. And he goes, I died last year. Your stepfather died in 2012. Buhari released list. 8 people made it on the list. Is it until you die before our family qualify for that list? One person needs to come on that list for obvious reasons. Fela Anikulapo Kuti to head NDLEA. Because if the Igbo fella smoke,
NTA, you can't beat.
That boy's name?
Platinum
Dynamos. Dynamos. He won Africa most valuable artist or something.
Yeah, in Sound City.
What? They said it was an African award.
Okay.
Okay.
We don't even know any of his songs.
But that doesn't make him not okay. See, this is the problem. People will not vote and expect somebody to win. That's what the problem is now. People that are supposed to vote won't vote, and then they'll be complaining that somebody else won.
Sir, Nigeria is the mother of Africa. Okay?
Nigeria is the mother of Africa.
Yeah, we are the giant of Africa. The mother is the one that born other country. We are the giant of Africa. And if the giant does not know Dynamos' song, it's a charge to the giant. And if they don't know, that means they have bigger people. Like Fire now, the video, there is nobody that the fire has not born. In this Africa, Fire born there. Everybody knows the Fire. This is not Fire. It's part of it though, but not
Okay, that one. And so, but he won 2 awards too. 3 on the Sound City. This thing.
The same Sound City?
Yes. So the argument is that if he won 3 awards in Africa, then he should be the MVP.
That's true. That's true.
Right? Because you can't win 3 awards, and then because the way it is anybody, if you have best actor, best female actor, best director, and best script, tendencies are those movies mean that the best picture will go to all those movies.
That's true.
But you understand what I'm saying?
But the Platinum Diamond guys, in his country, is like the major artist there. Nobody competes his position with him. Okay. Even other people that are supposed to be competing, they don't have mind, so they will give him their song for him to sing. So he will not mention them. in this song. Well, he has been he has created this. There's not, you can just be happy for him. You understand? I know inside of you are not happy. That's how I'm saying it.
Who said inside of me I'm not happy?
But how can Diamond Platinum win Davido, Wizkid, who else?
Kiss Daniel,
and Osha Papa. Do you know Osha Papa?
Who's Osha Papa?
We are from yeah.
He was not nominated now.
We put him there. We put him there ourselves. You understand? But he won them. Okay.
There was something else. Omawomi got married.
Yeah.
She got. No, not again. She now and now she's doing she did the traditional, so the white wedding is still coming.
Wow. Okay, court, traditional, and the white wedding. She deserves it. She's an icon to women.
Okay.
Most women, yes, she deserves it, and she has led so many people to marriage. Son, and now she's now married her own. Her son led people to marry. You know all this song.
So who will lead you to marry now?
Say me. My own is not emotion. Mine is connection. The kind of people I want to marry is connection that I need.
Okay, like how, if we were to say name 5 people that you would like to marry, who are these 5 people? Apart from Bobrisky, who are the 5 people that?
Okay, DJ Kofi.
She's not in the market.
Okay, I will marry her. Yemi Alade.
She's spoken for.
I would like to marry. I would like to, Jenny. I don't know.
Genevieve.
Yes. I'd like to marry Genevieve. And Linda Ikeji. But Linda needs to work on herself.
Okay.
Because I don't want a situation where they think Linda has big house. I don't people to think I'm marrying her because of her property. Yes, sir. I want them to see that I'm marrying her because of my own property. Yes.
What's your property? What's the what?
We are about to acquire it. I can't lie, she will not buy me land.
All right, guys. In the midst of all of this talk and the Nigerianness of us, we heard that Donald Trump called our country a certain name. He called our country a certain name. And whatever name he called us, we should not abide by those names. We're a strong country, and all of this is driven by the national anthem that binds all of us together as one. So I thought, why not have the national anthem in its original form? And who else? Because NTA and I were working on the soloist. The soloist is a voice competition that is going to come up very soon, and we want to test the voice and the audacity of the performance of people. And the guy that is going to be the governor of that competition is here. And if you have not heard the national anthem like this, you have not heard the national anthem. He doesn't sing it with passion alone. He sings it and the meaning sinks into you. So ladies and gentlemen, to give us the unadulterated national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, stand up. Let's all rise wherever you are for the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, wherever you are. If it were during the military, they would think it's a coup. But now, it's a democracy, and so we can have the national anthem on television. Ladies and gentlemen, we present Segun Obe. That's the unadulterated national anthem. Segun, please come this way. You're my first guest. Let's Segun come and sit down. Come and sit down. Come and sit down. Nodani. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how we sing it. That's how we sing it. Come on, please. Please. This one. Thank you, Simon Keys. You are following him up every.
Okay, this one is not Nigeria Kolebe. This one is Nigeria Segun Obi.
Awesome.
Thank you, sir.
You know, singing is not just a talent, because whatever talent you have to work on it as well. You do voice training.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I have a program I do. It's called Voice It Out.
Okay.
It's basically for singers who either are established or trying to understand their vocals.
Okay.
I've been doing
Explain
this for
trying to understand your vocals.
some people don't even know their voice range. That you have voice textures. Michael Jackson's voice texture is different from
Mariah
Michael
Carey's.
Bolton.
Okay.
You know, Michael Bolton has a husky voice.
Okay.
You know, when a man loves a woman, when you hear a Michael Jackson voice, it's soft.
Are you listening, Shogbo?
Yeah.
Okay.
What we do now is try to listen to your voice and put you in your range and tell you your texture.
Which is what a lot of people use, like Neil. He uses that to write songs
Yes,
for you that
yes,
fits you.
that's
Okay.
it. And then also your range. Some people sing in different keys. Now, for me, I know the keys that are comfortable with my voice.
Exactly.
When I'm tired, I know the keys to use.
Okay.
When I'm okay and I'm feeling strong,
Okay.
I know the keys to
So
use.
there's no need to have the voice of Asha and be doing Mariah Carey's kind of song.
Precisely.
Okay.
There's soprano, there's alto, there's tenor, there's contralto.
Okay.
So there are different places where we place you and we hear your voice.
There was something else you said. You need to know your voice
Range and texture.
Voice range.
Yes.
What's the voice range of your mother when your mother is shouting for you?
It's like vroom, Range Rover, like V8. If she's powering, you will know. From downstairs, you go vroom, vroom, vroom. Mom's burying me.
Your mom is different. My mom, when my mom is upset, she's quiet. Her voice range disappears. So there's no voice range. So you don't know where she's coming from. You just see skull. How many of you remember skull? Skull that they used to do with bone then. Skull sleepers.
Yes.
You know?
Very well. Very well.
Man, those things used to travel far. If they get you, you're out.
Skull sleepers.
Skull. Oh, you didn't?
What's it around during the Civil War?
It had a buckle in front like that, and they wrote the skull on it.
So well, leather,
Then
the back is
real bone of my bones. If my mom throws it,
That's during the Civil War, right?
you're nowhere. Okay, now, what should they do to be part of this voice it out?
Well, basically, all you need to do right now is go to, but it's in Lagos. Right now, we're having in Lagos.
No. The thing is, whatever you have, because Lagos is entertainment capital.
Definitely.
Of Africa.
Yes.
Entertainment capital of Africa. So,
Accepted.
like when we had spontaneity, people came from Cameroon, people came from Ghana, all the English-speaking countries. So, when you say this and people are watching across, I understand that people watch us in Ghana, people watch us in Cotonou and Benin Republic. So,
Shout out.
all of these people, if your purpose is to sing and you're looking for where you want to fertilize that,
That's right.
you come to Lagos.
For sure. So this is all you need to do. Just send your name, your full names, of course, your phone number, and your willingness to be a part. Send it to so.inspired10. No, music10. Let me take that again. so.inspiredmusic10. That's 10 at gmail.com. so.inspiredmusic10@gmail.com. If you send that, we'll get back to you. One of the things we want to try to do this year is to do a general class and then a master class. A master class is for those who are already singing, doing background for other artists, but they want to get to understand your voices better. I've been doing this for over 20 years.
I know.
So I understand.
You are very
I
sound.
understand what vocals is all about.
You said you are very sound.
Thank you. Coming from you, I appreciate it.
All right. What do you think is the major problem with a lot of people who have found fame through singing? Is it that they don't want to let people know, that they just go with the flow? Because you actually see some people that you think could get better.
Yes.
What should they do?
I've come across an artist, I would not mention names, a very big artist that if I mention the name right now, y'all will go, whoa. He couldn't even play with a live band. You know, I went with a band, so apparently I guess his CD or whatever was not working. And they had to pair him with me and say, you know, work with Shegun, he has a band. He didn't know what to tell my band. He didn't know what to say, what key, he didn't know what that was. Some of them just get up, you know, and then once they feel a groove and there's a beat, that's what's raining now, a beat. And they jump into the studio and once you can chant and say a few things that, you know,
Call and response.
You've done a hit. But for me, I believe that if you want to do music, do it right. Know every part of music so that you're not lost along the way. When you go to America, when you go to Canada, when you go to the bottom of the sea, music is music across the board. Once you know the rudiments of music, you're good.
Is it compulsory that every musician should be able to read a score?
As much as possible. I don't know how to read it intently, but I have an idea.
Okay.
I would tell you the key that worked for me.
Okay.
I would tell you the range I want to go. I can talk to a musician and he'll understand me anywhere in the world.
I heard you speak to Simon
within
Keys,
a few minutes.
and within a few minutes,
we
and
had already gotten ourselves.
Yeah.
We had never done that song together, by the way. Never.
Yeah.
First time we've ever done that together.
Simon Keys is good like that.
He's
Simon
awesome.
Keys.
He's amazing. Super amazing, I must add.
The first time I heard him play was at a Sky Restaurant.
Wow.
And he was playing, and I was the MC, and I walked over to him. I said, "Awesome," and he started showing off. Yeah, he started running the thing. Shakara would kill his way because I knew music a bit, so I could understand how where he was going. He was packing chords for me.
Oh my goodness! And you'll be like,
Yeah,
it was running skills, Abi. It was running skills, yeah, just like EME was running skills before, but now skills is running from.
What's he talking about? He's not
with us. All right. I normally ask this question.
I'm getting teary-eyed listening to you.
That's Mr. Ina now. He's the animalistic instinct in him take over. If you were to do songs with 4 international artists and 4 Nigerian artists,
Okay.
I'll throw Kobams in there. Definitely.
Without a doubt. He has produced one of my songs, but as in a proper song.
Yeah.
Definitely, no doubt. If Michael was alive, I would have loved to do a song with him.
Okay.
Stevie Wonder is still alive. He's a mentor.
Okay.
When you see me do some head movement, no New Year's Day. When I sing naturally, I shut my eyes or I move my head a lot. I got that from him. A guy who's visually impaired, for him to be able to belt out notes like that, it helped me. I just sometimes when I was
this guy, what do you use a note or an edge? No. He also has a note. So. All right.
So when I want to belt out those notes, and I thought about it, I said, okay, sometimes if you shut your eyes, the truth is, if you shut your eyes, you focus more. That's a secret. A lot of people.
But if you shut your eyes to headsmen, okay, no. okay, no.
Ouch!
No. Let's go.
That was an ouch.
No,
ouch moment.
No. Okay, let's go to somewhere else. If okay, you've mentioned 2 now. So 2 more.
I have somebody who I admire so much. Tone. He's a gospel artist. His name is Tone. Tone is
it's not part of Tony.
Oh no, but his Tone is spelled Tonex. He has an amazing range. Okay. And then there's another one, Michael Stampley. I've met him. We were
gospel artist
gospel
too.
Artist.
Okay.
It was actually at one of the
Nigeria
huge events. Shayapa. Okay. Kobams definitely.
1.
Simi. Simi has a voice that I know.
Voice range.
Yes.
That's
I like people that have ranges.
Yeah.
We can always look for a place to. Male.
No, we still talk
about female. It's really hard because
it's hard.
It's hard to. I think I'll just leave it there.
Okay.
For me, that's not to say, of course, that Nigerian singers are not. They're on top of their game.
No, I just said people. You know the people you could work with.
It takes, because for me, I sing. My ranges are high.
Okay.
And so for me to sing with a lady, she has to be higher than me.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would be like I'm the lady and she's I don't know, maybe the guy or something.
Okay. Which is why when I was talking of this, I mentioned Mariah Carey compared to Michael Jackson.
Those high notes she hits, oh my goodness. I'm not even sure if she can hit them now at this age. As you grow older, and that's why I keep working on myself every day. In the morning, every morning, I must do my voice exercise.
Like Whitney Houston, when she did that.
Wow.
Oh my God. Really? But it's okay.
Okay. We have a singer in the house.
It's okay. I was reading my. All right. It's okay. So we understand that. So the voice class is a way to go.
Definitely.
Whether you're a singer,
Yes.
you've been
Just
there
come.
20, 30
Yeah,
years,
just
you need
come.
to. And some of them might want private classes because they don't want
Yes.
people to see. Oh, so this guy is still learning how to sing.
I train choirs.
Okay.
I won't want to mention them on this platform, but I've
Okay.
trained a couple of choirs.
Alright.
I've been with a couple of choirs.
Okay.
If you want to train your choir also, just follow me on social media. Let's
Okay.
talk.
And you should work with
I
Small
am
Doctor.
Shegun Obey on Instagram. With who?
With Small Doctor.
Well,
It's high pitch. I the key man skate very well. Hi. Omo, ya teacher.
We'll be back after this break.
Yes.
Ignore the last comment.
Bang.
So much, guys. That's Simi. Joromi. What's Joromi? Because Victor Wifo also sang about it.
Yeah. Jeremy is the name of a Bayelsa woman.
Huh?
But the one for Simi is not that Bayelsa woman's daughter. Jeremy is a generational name.
Thank you. It's okay. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, several things require investment. You invest time in the things you do, in the career that you do, but we all need shelter. And so my next guest is a builder and a real estate investor, landlord several times over. And so he's my friend. I call him Oremiolo, and he's richer than me, but I'm older than him, but we have mutual respect. So, Muri, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay. He's a man with a great sense of humor, so you're going to be hearing some of it later in this program. But now, tell me, what aspect of investment in the real estate sector should someone who has 200 million invest in? Buy land or buy properties?
It depends on the objective of the investment.
Okay.
Are you investing for the short term? Are you investing for the income? Are you investing basically to save the money that you have? So what's the objective of your investment?
Okay.
Will decide.
If I buy a property of 150 million, or land 150 million, what is the appreciation levels like?
Okay.
In 5 years?
If you put it that way, I usually would advise people that when you invest in land has a lot of room to appreciate.
Okay.
When you invest in a house, basically the land appreciates while the value of the house remains the same.
Okay.
So if you buy land for the word you picked, 150 or 200 million, in 10 years, your 200 million naira plot of land could be anywhere from 500 million to $1 billion.
Okay.
But if you buy a house for 200 million,
okay,
in 5 years, you probably are looking at about 250 million, 300 million.
Yeah. So instead of build houses or buy houses, it's best to just buy land.
But it also, which is the reason I ask, what is your objective? If you're looking for passive income, if you buy land, all you do is tie down your asset.
Okay.
The asset is there, you get capital appreciation as at the time when you want to get out of it. But when you buy a house, from day one, you start to earn.
Okay.
Rule of thumb assumes you will get between 7 and 12% of the value of the house every year as rent.
Okay.
So even if where you do not get a lot of capital appreciation, you actually get income on an annual basis that will cover what you lose.
Again, rule of thumb, for a lot of people, it has been said that any property you build or develop, there's a 10-year space for getting the money back. Can it be quicker? Can it be more?
It can be quicker and it can be shorter. It depends on how you pick your real estate. As of today, I believe commercial real estate in Lagos, you should be able to get your returns back in 7 years, sometimes less. For residential properties, you're looking at about 10 to 15 years.
Okay.
Even those rule of thumbs vary depending on the areas where you pick the property.
Okay.
I have found that very low income properties often bring a better yield, or very high-end properties.
Okay,
but
explain with locations now, explain that. Like if I have a property like Ukukumaiko, it would increase faster?
No, you will get a higher percentage of your investment back as rent.
Okay.
If you buy a 10 million naira flat,
okay,
or in Ukukumaiko is not deep enough.
Like
Motikuyo.
What's Motikuyo? Like Mowe?
Botikuyo, it's an area. If you buy a block of flats in Botikuyo for 15 million naira, you will be able to get 750,000 naira per flat, which means in a very short time, you will, in 4 flats, 750, you're getting 3 million per annum on an investment of 15 million. Do the maths. You either move from the very low end to the very high end, where you buy $1 million flat and you're getting 120,000 out. So, but the mid-level, when you buy 100 million naira house in Lekki and you're getting 4 million naira, sometimes the arithmetic does not.
Okay. Now, stock market or properties?
Again, it depends on your objective.
But if you go by how land will not drop in the first place, would it? Like,
there's a misconception that you cannot lose money on real estate, and if you buy real estate, the prices always go up. Go and tell that to people who bought land in 2007. Land values crashed significantly. In 2007, land values went down in Banana Island, they went down in Lekki. People who bought couldn't make their notes, and a lot of people lost money. But if you are able to hold land in the long term, you will always come out tops. Okay. Same thing with the stock exchange. Regardless of whether it falls or goes back up, if you're able to hold shares for 10, 15, 20 years, you will make a killing.
Okay.
So it's also the objective and the mindset of the person doing the investment.
Okay. Now, about labor. I've heard a lot of people complain about Nigerian labor market. You get some people, because finishing is actually like a guarantee that your house will be taken by people who are discerning. Because somebody comes to the house and sees that the lintel is far from smooth, the floors or the tiles are not properly laid or something like that. So what's your take on that? On skilled labor? And because I've heard people complain, why do you bring foreigners to do certain jobs? I've met some of your people who worked with us at the Talis properties. By the way, there's still some up for. We can just do a bit of commercial here. Okay. But then, what's your take about getting foreigners? Is it an attitudinal problem, or it's about pay? What is it?
I think everything in Nigeria has been going. I've been moving from good to bad.
Okay.
From the 70s.
Okay.
I'm a second generation builder. My father was in construction. I am in construction. And I found that the people who are in their 50s and 60s had better work ethics than the people we are finding now on sites. What you find are, if you're looking for a tiler now who knows what he's doing, you need to go to Ghana or Ivory Coast. If you're looking for somebody who will do your POP,
Cotonou doesn't do it anymore.
Cotonou does your POP. The people in Nigeria, we tend to want to start work without learning the trade.
Okay.
The term half-baked is what comes to mind.
Okay.
What we basically lack are people who understand the trade or take pride in what they're doing. The average Ghanaian would lay tiles, look at it, find that it's not well laid, and remove it at his own cost and do it over. The Nigerian person will find out it's not well laid, and he will tell you,
just take it like that.
That's what we do, Amoga. So we need it's not just about the tilers or the laborers, it's every aspect of the Nigerian society. Our cultural values have more or less seeped into everything that we do. We always seem to want to accept what is not good enough as being the norm.
Okay.
And it's not right.
All right. Now, the other thing is about materials. Building materials, prices go up. Cement, how much does cement sell for now?
2,650.
Okay. This is something that was selling for about 750 sometime back, or less.
Yes. We have, the moment Nigeria became dependent on the local market for cement, everybody, the only person who is enjoying that
monopoly, or sort of,
is the big man who is making the cement.
Okay.
Cement in Nigeria is the most expensive in the world.
Wow.
So if the government stopped protecting the manufacturers and said, let's open the borders, let people who want to bring cement bring in cement, cement will probably come to about 400 naira per bag.
Okay, now, but that's the cost of production. Is it not the cost of production that is driving that up?
Nigeria is the only place where you have found a cement factory that moved from inception to profit in less than 2 years. So the cost of production cannot be that high if you can turn profit in a year.
Okay.
They don't pay taxes either.
Cement manufacturers.
I'm sure we pay more taxes than the people making cement.
Okay. Now, what cement and steel? Which I know cement is important, but steel. Anyone still made here in Nigeria?
Yes. Almost nobody imports steel into Nigeria now.
Okay.
There are companies like African Foundries, they make the Tiger brand. There are quite a lot of foundries in Nigeria now.
Okay.
A few years ago, everybody imported steel if you wanted good quality steel.
Okay.
Basically, almost nobody imports steel now.
Now.
Because we have foundries that are able to produce whatever quality of steel.
PVC?
PVC, there's some that are made in Nigeria. PPR, we still import quite a bit, but there are companies that are making in Nigeria as well.
Okay.
We're also looking into doing that now in Maisa.
Marble?
Marble, Nigeria has some of the best grain marbles in the world.
Okay.
We almost do not exploit it at all.
And so what should we do? Is it the Minister of Mines or the who should?
Our problem is we always expect the government to solve every problem.
Okay.
There is a big government, but why don't we look inside? There's profit to be made. There are entrepreneurs. Rather than going to Abuja and waiting for allocations, why don't you do what you can to produce something?
Okay. I was talking with a guy some time back, and he said it looks like there are properties that should be generating a lot more money for the government or for individuals, but you have government agencies sitting in the place. I'll give you an example. The guy said the Nigerian army shouldn't be in town. Wait, I'm coming to a point.
I know, they talk
wait. Nigerian army shouldn't be in town. The police barracks shouldn't be in town. Move them to the outskirts. And somebody proposed that he wanted to build massive barracks somewhere in Ekpe and move the guys in Falomo out so that you can turn the Falomo place to high rises, about like 48, 50 floors that would generate a lot of, because Lagos they're not creating new land in Lagos, and so the prices of land are going up. What do you think?
It's a proposal I wrote 7 years ago when I thought it was something that made sense.
I didn't want to say, okay, anyway.
But when you look at it, wherever you move to today,
development will catch up with it later.
So are you going to keep moving the army and really...
Let's move them.
When Ikeja cantonment was moved to Ikeja, there was almost nothing there. When Abauti was moved to when Abauti was moved there, it was on the outskirts.
Okay.
But development goes where there are installations.
Okay.
The proposition was, even coming into this installation tonight, I looked at it. NTA is sitting on very prime property. And what they're doing is not location-based. We could give them 10 times the size of this land in Ekpe to do the same thing that they're doing here. And you would get 10 times the value here, which they would use to upgrade and do whatever they need to do and become another CNN if the chance arises.
Hello, there's someone from Abuja. Chukwemeka from Abuja, how are you? Hello, Chukwemeka. Chukwemeka, I can't hear you. Okay, well, we lost the caller. All right. So I'd like to take up, the DG watches this show, and we'll put the proposal to him and say, sir, we'll get a bigger studio in, say, Ekpe or Ikorodu. We'll still transmit signals. People will still get the signals. And we'll put like 30 buildings of 50 floors each.
Give them $100 million.
It will be, where's my phone? Let's call the DG right now. Okay?
But really, it is possible.
But is land really running out in Lagos?
Land is running out everywhere.
Okay.
So
Dubai is reclaiming land.
Lagos is reclaiming land. The governor is unfilling all by Ogudu.
Okay.
There's a lot of sand filling.
By Woroshoki.
There's a lot of sand filling going on in Lekki. There's sand filling everywhere.
Okay.
What I hope we know what we're doing is the effect of the sand filling on the environment and what.
Okay. Hello, Jerry. Jerry calling from Edo. Hello, Jerry. Hello. My director is trying to pass calls to me. The calls are not coming through, and so the next one he will pass, I won't take it. And okay. So let's.
But we have a question here, sir.
Yeah, you have a question.
So you've been mentioning 100 million, 150 million for the people of my generation, the youth. Okay, and we said we should take entrepreneurs right here. There's some lands that we want to get, but we can't get. Like after Lakapa Tropicana, life is still moving to that area. There's a land, you said it appreciates, right? There's some land that they're expensive, but we can't afford. But the government does not know the place yet. Is it possible to claim a land before the government gets there?
Okay, if it is part of Nigeria, it already belongs to the government. The Land Use Act says every plot of land in Nigeria, all real estate in Nigeria is vested in the federal government of Nigeria or the state government from 1979. So there is no land that is somewhere that the government has not reached there. It already belongs to the government. So everywhere, the government has to give you a 99-year lease, which is what you get when you get a COO.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. By the way, to become because these days I think you guys probably have the highest number of quacks in the real estate business, from the realtors to the builders, which is why we're having collapse building everywhere. What should be done to correct some of this? Quickly, last shot.
The government already has parastatals that are vested with the powers to inspect, to permit, and to supervise the construction of every building.
Okay.
So if everything is done how it should be done, we should have almost zero collapsed buildings.
Because it goes without saying that a lot of people trying to cut corners are the ones that have those collapsed buildings. Because if you get your calculations right,
if you put the right amount of concrete in the right positions in the building, the building will stand. Where you don't, the building will collapse.
Simple. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Misa Properties. Muri is my friend, and we've been doing some business together. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Happy New Year.
After the show, you won't give me that band again. So on national TV, one can easily collect it.
It's not Muri, it's a bad boy. We'll take a break now. When we're back, we'll be talking to some very interesting guests.
Concert produced by Bumi Davis.
The topic before me today, or topics, whistle blower or whistle blowing. It is a refined or redefined name for amebo. I'm not concerned about the money. A whole lot of money has been recovered. But what I'm concerned about is the amebo that picked up the job of a vigilante blowing people's whistle. Then I said, if he collect the money, he will run mad. Are we not mad already? They said, when the money, the man said they cannot run mad. Now they can't pay him the whole money at a go. Whistleblowing amebo is repackaged. Now, some people are blowing their personal whistle, but you are not aware. Two-Face Idibia, when he made huge money, there was no whistleblowing policy in place. So Two-Face came. If to say not just me, I'll be living like I don't care. Out of 180 million people, you want to be the only one. God answered his prayer and left him alone. So it was only him, and he started spending money. He behaved right. He gave back to children. A fool. You taught us, sir. After many years, school fees enter. He now started blowing his own whistle. I said, I want grace. I want evolve you. What is our business with that? If you want to grace, grace alone.
That's a Two-Face, the legendary Two-Face, saying as him one grace, he wants to do. I don't sing songs that don't belong to me. As him one grace, he wants to involve me for his own grace. All right. All right. Every now and then, we have this issue of unqualified laborers or people in the labor market. You heard when I had a chat with Muri of Misa Properties, either our people don't go through finishing school or they don't take their work seriously. It's been a battle that people in the HR sector of the labor market have been dealing with because it means that they now do retraining and continuous retraining, and sometimes even when people get the jobs, they don't want to improve themselves while they're on the job, because you're supposed to improve yourself while on the job, and they just become redundant, or maybe they well, okay, I don't know about all the way it goes, so I brought Evie Martins is a HR consultant, and she's been in this business for a while, and in fact, on NTA Network service, you're going to be watching Vacancies. It's a television program that is targeted at the labor market. And so the show is going to be talking about recruitment, vacancies, redeployment, posting, in fact, salaries and everything, about even gender differences. Somebody is working somewhere, she's earning 2 million naira, and a man is working in that same position, is getting 4 million naira. And so all of those things are going to be discussed. But so welcome, Ivy. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Okay. The first thing first is that, is it that the people are not qualified or they are not well trained? People who have issues with in the labor market, employability, who are not, what's that word that you people, they're not employable.
So I would say that we have the two, really.
Okay.
So we have the people who are not qualified because our university system in itself doesn't prepare people for the workplace.
Okay.
But we have people who have been in the workforce for 5 years, 7 years, who have refused to develop themselves.
And they don't have the experience. They just have the years, but they don't have the experience.
But they don't have the core experience to excel in their jobs.
Okay.
So for me, it depends on where you stand at the moment.
Okay.
If you are a fresh graduate, you're looking for a job, the question that I would ask is, how qualified are you?
Okay.
The university didn't prepare you for that, but in between graduating from university,
youth surveys
and exactly, what did you do to prepare yourself for the workplace?
Okay.
But we have people who 5 years, 7 years experience who just remain on that level. They are comfortable. There's this self-entitlement mentality.
It happens in a lot of organizations. Somebody joins a bank with a first degree, and 2 other people that join the bank with that first degree go on to get postgraduate diplomas, get masters, and then get an MBA. And then when promotions come, and they go, but we joined this bank the same time, and because the person is not going to come and show you a certificate to say, I've acquired this and acquired that. What should we do to get better when you get a job?
So as individuals, I think we have a responsibility to improve ourselves.
Okay.
Because the market is saturated.
Okay.
There are loads of organizations willing to employ people.
Okay.
But you have 200 people, for instance, applying for a job.
Sure.
What will set you apart from the next person is the extra little thing you have done for yourself.
Your UPS.
So a lot of
USP.
Exactly. Okay. So a lot of times people are comfortable. I've gotten my first degree and it was just okay. But the next guy has said, yes, I got the first degree, but there are extra certifications that I've gotten. I've gone for different courses. I've trained myself to be able to think, because that's what an employer is employing in the first instance, to do much more than what he already knows. So if he employs someone who is already doing what he already knows, you're not going to be special.
You're not adding value
at all.
Okay.
So he's going to definitely promote the guy who has taking the responsibility for his own career and invested in himself.
In other words, you should make yourself indispensable.
For sure.
To keep the job, because there's so many people who are looking for that same job.
Exactly.
All right. Why do we still have gender differences in salaries? Is it the male syndrome thing, or is it just because you actually see what this is what blows me away. When we're in school, there were certain girls that dust us to like fifth, sixth position. We do take our exams. I did my first GC in 1983, and then in 1983 there was this girl that did it, Bimbola, that took her. She was 13. She took her GC and cleared all 7 subjects. There were people who were in year 4, year 5 that took that same GC and had just 2 credits, 3 credits, and this girl cleared her 7. I think she left in class 4. She didn't even finish. Now, why do you then allow that kind of differential? That Serena Williams can beat some of the men that play lawn tennis, but she doesn't earn as much as they do. So what's the ground for this disparity?
So I think that as a country, we've not gotten past certain things. I think that even till now, you still have hiring managers who, based on their own personal preferences, have the opinion that a man should earn better than a woman. It's not like there was any law or any policy. It's just a mentality that has taken place, and people have gotten used to it.
Okay, we have a caller from Lagos, Philip. Hello, Philip. Director, this are better control. Hello, Philip. Director. I should forget about the caller now, eh? Okay. My chef went.
And sir, these first degree you're talking about, some of them are not true.
How?
So many people claim they have first degree, but they don't have a job. But I know someone that claims to have first degree, and the person spoke to us on your show, the AliBaba Seriously show then, and when we said, okay, we wanted to help the guy, he said, first degree for 4 years now, I couldn't get a job. Then when he came to the studio, we found out that this guy was talking about the bones on his body. You understand? It was first degree bones, not the certificate. You understand? So you should be careful about first degree. You're talking. My cousin has first degree till now. He's still in the. He can't get any job.
Noted.
God heal him.
All right. Okay. The other thing is recruitment.
Yes.
People lie a lot. I've told someone once. I said, a friend of mine is looking for a driver, and he wants anyone who's living in Lekki or the environs. The guy applies and says he was living in Jakonde, which was not too far from where my guy had his house in Lekki. After 2 weeks, we found out the guy was coming from Ajangbadi. So what can we do to match the realities with CVs and resumes?
Okay, so there are a couple of organizations that is the core of their work. They would actually do due diligence for you.
Okay.
But we as employers, and I encourage employers as well, we need to be fair.
Okay.
There are no jobs. Or even if there are, 1 million people are running for those jobs. So you would definitely get the candidate who is going to tell a white lie.
So desperation is part of this?
Desperation is the major reason.
Okay.
Because why else would somebody who is living very far away lie that he's living around the corner? Because he doesn't want to lose that job.
Okay.
But we also need honest people. There's nothing wrong with saying I live far away, but I'm willing to try. That's why there's probationary period. Give me a month. If I don't deliver, even when I'm living far away, then let me go. Okay. But that's why we have organizations that are set up just to do due diligences for organizations.
Kind of like screen.
Yes, they do.
Which was what didn't happen with the immigration thing. When nearly 200,000 people applied for a job.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So I guess that the sector needs to have a platform like this. So I'll be looking forward to seeing you on Tuesday.
I'm looking forward
All right.
to it.
Thank you. All right. We'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll be talking to a young lady, Kelechi. This is still AliBaba Seriously, reaching you from the network service of NTA in Lagos. And for those of you who are watching us, I forgot to mention that after our first episode last week, The Digi-Trackers have said that we've seriously climbed towards the 70 million viewers. And I want to thank all of you for listening and watching us. That's awesome. The numbers are growing, and we're not counting online viewers. So thank you so much. Thank you. That said, I told you that I was bringing a beautiful lady. She's a queen. She has some physical challenges, but she's not deterred by any of that. She's still going to go for some operation later but she has a very lovely soul. One thing that you first see are her eyes. She has eyes for days. She has eyes and a smile. Ladies and gentlemen, please meet Kesi. How are you?
I'm doing great. Hi.
Good to have you.
Same.
You should have been here like
last year.
And
I'm here today.
Thank you for coming again.
I'm glad.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. By the way, Mr. Hainana is.
Yeah, I should have been here by last year too.
Beautiful coincidence, then.
All right. Okay. So, how has it been? Because the thing is that there are no ramps in certain places in Nigeria. So, how have you been coping?
Well, no ramps in Nigeria. Okay, everywhere I have to go to, I usually need help, basically.
Like here now?
Like, yeah, coming down here was crazy. Having 2-4 men carry me, you know, as an adult, I didn't like it. But then I had to, you know, work on my mind not to get bothered. But then if something can be done, of course, it should be. Yeah. So going to school, going around has been a very great challenge because...
What school did you attend?
Okay, I attended the University of Lagos.
Okay.
Sometime in 2002.
Why do you, when you people say this University of Lagos, you first smile?
Yeah.
University of Lagos.
like
those of us who went to other schools. You didn't go to Akoka, did you? Okay, you? Okay, see, like, where did you go? Osu?
Osu, yeah.
Your case is even worse than. Okay. I went to Ekpoma. You know. Kelechi, what?
Ekpoma.
Ekpoma did what? It was the best in law. Yes, Ekpoma between 1987 and 1986 to 1990. It was the best school in law. That's where Festus Keyamo came from. That's where.
Is that
good? Simon Keys, you are playing and you are laughing, right?
Smiling Keys.
All right. So those are the challenges.
Yes,
and
yes, but whenever I go to public places like hospitals, banks, I try to bring it to their attention that there has to be a ramp.
But some banks have started doing that now.
Yes, a few.
Okay.
But like EcoBank and Festac actually didn't have, but over time
they built one.
Yes, and they called me. They called my attention to it. Yeah.
What they should actually do to is that once they want to build it, and then make you the brand ambassador, and then you come and commission
the place,
and because you're trying to raise funds too.
Yeah.
All right. How much are you trying to raise?
I'm trying to raise £47,000.
Okay.
For my spinal surgeries. I have severe scoliosis.
Okay.
Which is as a result of polio from childhood. Yeah.
Okay.
So
now that you've mentioned polio.
Yes.
Because of how it has affected you, what can we do to raise awareness? Because I understand every time they still tell people to go take their polio vaccination, they still say no in some places.
Well, I recall that the Rotary Club has taken out their time to make sure that they try to eradicate polio from Nigeria. Yes, Rotary Club.
You think it can work? You think it's possible?
Yeah, from experience, a lot of people are trained on how to talk with people who are not literate enough to understand what these vaccines could do. Yes.
Okay.
Then, of course, apart from preventing polio, policies in Nigeria has not made life easy for those of us who have survived.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
Especially in terms of medications, accessibility. and all of that. So.
Thank you.
Education, yeah?
Yeah.
We pay for basically everything.
No, don't you get special treatment?
No, I don't.
Oh, no, like all through university, okay, because she has these physical challenges, your school fees is half the price.
No.
Yeah.
And we're also expected to perform as good as the physically fit people.
As the able-bodied people.
Yes, able-bodied people, yeah. And the classes are held on, okay, for instance, at the Faculty of Science, my classes were held at 3rd floor and underground. So, of course, I couldn't shuffle between going for classes. So I either stayed for all the classes at 3rd floor or all the classes underground. Yeah.
Wow.
So, of course, you know it was going to affect my grades badly.
Okay.
I was doing in school anyway.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's Kelechi. And what we'll do now is we'll take a break and bring our last guest. And after my last guest, we'll be toasting to Omawumi, who just got married, and the Falcons for beating South Africa. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, something just happened right now. In the music industry, most artists succeed because of the kind of managers they have. The intelligence of the managers reflect on the success of the artist. Most of them get it wrong because not all managers in the business are managers. Some of them are just in because of how for do. And then an how for do manager is just fighting for that either 10% or 5% or whatever percentage you agree with him. So today we have someone who is an entrepreneur, a fashionista. He's been seasoned in the business over time. He's worked with so many people. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ubi Franklin.
Good evening.
All right, Ubi, how are you?
Very well.
Well done.
Thank you.
First of all, how is the dry cleaning business doing?
It's doing well. You can see my clothes very neat.
I know it will be neat.
When you called him, he instantly picked up.
Instant pick up. All right, okay, so the app, how is the app? How is it going?
It's going very well. You know, it's difficult to change the narrative for Nigerians.
Okay.
You know, Nigerians always want to pick up the phone and make that call.
Okay.
You know, and
even when it will help them make life easy for them.
Even when it will help them make. So we're trying to change the narrative.
Okay.
So once we're able to change the narrative, we can now scale.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then music.
Everything going perfectly. You know, I tell people say, oh, you're doing a lot of things. I say, yeah, that's because I'm this kind of guy that I cannot sit down doing one thing.
You're restless.
I'm restless, you know, so I thank God that everything I'm doing is actually moving very well and is successful.
Well. Okay.
So I just got back from a trip where I'm about to launch something very big abroad, you know, same part of the instant group, the instant apartment. So that's where we're focused on.
So
but music,
properties.
Yeah, properties.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other thing, you have a tavern, a restaurant?
Yes, Till Terrace.
Okay, the terrace. How is that?
Very well. That's where I'm coming from. So I had to sit down for a minute, waiting for
to make sure that the drinks are selling.
Yeah, to make sure you have to check business before you come on air.
Okay.
So you can tell them the numbers.
Okay. Now, instant properties, instant apartments, and then dry cleaning. People need to look good because the thing is that if you spend so much money for clothes, they need to be properly taken care of.
Definitely.
Okay.
So what I've done was everything that I'm doing in terms of business are personal experiences. You know, I buy very expensive clothes.
Okay.
And then, you know, you buy expensive clothes because you don't want to keep fixing and fixing.
Okay.
So I wait for my clothes when I'm going for an event and I can't find the clothes. So I decided to come up with something that can take care of that speed, something that's very important, something that is instant. So I came up with that.
Why is it hard to change the narrative for Nigerians? Why? We find it hard to change our ways, even for the better.
I think is actually where we are. I know you have 5 phones, for example, and you have internet and all of them.
Okay.
Now, you know, they are counting you as 5 people.
Okay.
You know, so there are not a lot of people that have internet. You know, there are people that it's frustrating when you see some guys, they have their phones and they turn off their data.
Okay.
It's very frustrating. So
yes, I know.
So
I know the guy,
so you know, they don't want to do. They would rather pick up the phone and make that call. So we're trying to make sure that we change the narrative for them to be online. You can sit down without making a phone call in the office, and you've done 5 things.
Okay. All right. We're going to bring Ubi Franklin back later, and because we would want him to still come talk to us, because we've not talked about the entrepreneurial side of music.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that management. A lot of artists need managers. Some of them don't know the value of a manager. They think he's getting a personal assistant, which is different. All right. Thank you. We're going to toast to Omaumi, who just got married, and then the Falcons, who beat South Africa.
When?
What? And then it was her birthday to yesterday or the day before. Kelechi is her birthday, and we're toasting to her, and then hoping that she raises the £40 or dollars.
£47.
£47,000.
Okay, I didn't hear the thousand. I thought it was £47.
Only
£47,000. Okay,
That's about 20 million.
That's about 20 million. Okay, all right. So we're going to toast to that, and then a wonderful New Year to everyone. God bless you. It's and then also a toast to Davido.
What did you do again?
He won now.
Oh, he won.
They say he won like 3 awards.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he did. So Kelechi, happy birthday.
Thank you.
3 hot teachers to Kelechi. Hip hip hip.
Hooray.
Hip hip hip.
Hooray.
Hip hip hip.
Hooray.
All right. I hope they're hearing in.
I should be the first person to donate to your out of the 40 million.
Okay.
So when we leave here, give me your number, your account number. Okay. I'll credit you £1 million.
All right. So all right.
I believe everyone watching should also try and
Everybody
sell
will get.
How did you get one?
Good evening and welcome to AliBaba Seriously. Well, I'm not wearing the traditional purple. I'm dressed in black. We have a situation in our hand in our country, and we have a candle burning in memory of the people who we have lost. Well, it is that we're at a point in our country where we need to begin to check out whether we should remain as one. And the things that are tearing us apart are things that can be sorted out. And so, but it doesn't require loss of lives. For every life that is lost in this country, it is one production line down. And so we need to begin to work towards making sure that, that lives are protected, lives are respected, and the things that bind us together are just more than the name Nigeria. So we should respect one another and live together as one. That said, I want to say, MC Prince.
1 minute silence. 1 minute silence.
Is that how to do 1 minute silence?
All right, we're back. May the gentle souls of the departed rest in peace.
Amen.
Yeah.
From there, now that we've rested that, we have a bumper package for you today. But this candle will be on, and will be burning all through the show, and it will represent our concern while we do every other thing that we do. Okay. Big one. Our girls trashed South Africa.
The Falconites. They tried.
Falcons, not Falconites.
They've grown. They've been playing together for how long now? They are not the Falcons I used to know. Falcon is small female eagle. Falconite is like main housewife. You understand? Main